Heyo everybody, Haku here with my read-through for Beastars chapters 21 to 24 I think we're on, right? Yeah, because we ended with 20, which was the one with the hen. I loved that one. I feel bad, Legum was their name. I feel bad I don't have all the names and stuff memorized yet, but we're still kinda early on, I guess, only 20 chapters in, and I really should go back and reread. I have most of the, important characters' names memorized, but, a bunch of the side characters in the drama club, I never remember all their names. So, especially ones, I remember ones we were introduced to first, I remember ones that have been important, but the ones that are, the ones that got introduced kind of in the middle and haven't had too much screen time, I have so much trouble remembering what their actual names are. Also, I mentioned before that, well, I guess it was in other videos, that I've been having trouble lately with losing my voice and with my throat hurting. And in my read-through a couple days ago, I drank green tea instead of water, and I didn't lose my voice the whole time, despite talking 50 minutes recording. So if I have a problem, I just have water today. If I have a problem and I'm losing my voice a bunch really early on, I think what I'll do from now on is in my read-throughs in general, since I'm going to be talking upwards of an hour a lot of times, straight, just doing the read-through, then I'll start drinking tea instead of water when I do that. I usually don't drink anything except water, so it was different for me drinking tea. But yeah, I think if that helps me, if it helps me keep my voice longer, then that'll help the videos a lot. Because that's one of the biggest struggles when I lose my voice and I'm just trying to push through the rest of the chapters or whatever. So yeah, either way, just wanted to get that out of the way. Nothing big or special. We kind of have this kind of weird story. I'm not used to this kind of story where it's a school setting and stuff, but it's not like this sort of dramatic shonen battle series, and it's also not really a comedy type series either. It's very it's drama-ish, it's serious. At the same time, it does have comedy and all these different elements, but it's kind of weird. I haven't, especially with the art style being weird and different, I really have not read a manga anything like this before. And it really interests me and draws me in a weird way. So I guess we'll continue on. I feel like we're 20 chapters in. I still don't really have a peg on what exactly it is, you know what I mean? So yeah, let's go ahead and start reading chapter 21. Because yeah, we kind of... Sorry that I keep getting distracted. We ended last time with that slice of life chapter, and before that we were basically just expositing more on the main characters and stuff. And also, it would seem as though Louis, I'm every time, Louis or Lewis or whatever, is banging Haru, but it seems like who isn't. And again, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because all the characters are just so developed and complex. It seems like all the problems that Haru has with herself and her self-esteem come from her having sex with everyone, but yet at the same time it's still a defense mechanism because all the power and strength that she feels and gets is from that sexual freedom. And it's kind of the opposite of Lugosi, the way he's very... Lugosi is the best character. He's very meek and stuff. Despite his physical appearance, he could do or be anything he wanted through raw strength and just taking it and doing what's wrong. But he chooses to do what's right, and it kind of makes him just this morose background tragic character. He's the main character, but he sinks into the background, you know? So yeah, anything else I'm thinking here? Louis is also a very complex character, but that's about it. Either way, we have chapter 21, Resonance with the Outside World. This morning, in Zebeth Town on Igny Street, a Thompson's gazelle by the name of Ridna was found murdered on the sidewalk. With the bite wounds on her throat, it is suspected that she was killed by a group of carnivores. And we see picture Ridna-san 22. Alright. Okay, hold on. I might have to slide my microphone a little bit. Hopefully that didn't really make any noise there. I wanted to slide my microphone a little bit because it was really close to the arrow key. Free time after school. The suspected group of carnivores are currently on the run with the police. According to witnesses, there were 4 carnivores that consisted of 2 gray wolves and 2 coyotes, and the carnivores deliberately cornered Rina-san before killing her. And we see a gazelle, some sort of deer, and some sort of like Angela goat type thing sitting with Jack Lugosi and whatever the one hyena dude's name is. Or at least I think that's the hyena dude. It might be somebody else. A canine sociability and unity. Those traits alone are worthy of envy from other species. But those traits can cause great grief when used in this atrocious manner. Zebeth City, huh? It's close by. Yeah, and another death. Yeah, seriously, there's always freaky incidents happening in the outside world. Yeah. Yep, and that ain't good. I'm going back to the dorm. You guys win, okay? What? We were actually about to lose. To be honest. And it was all the herbivores that left them sitting at the table. Jack, help me put all this up so we can get going. Lugosi, do you have club today? Yeah, in an hour. Carnivores should be used to this by now. The incidents that happen outside of the school. Hey, what are you looking at? Woof woof. Stop it, Durham. How long is he going to keep doing that? Always influence the students for the remainder of the day. And see, I like this because we see that both sides are kind of oppressed in their own way. The herbivores have to live in fear that the carnivores will just kill them, and the carnivores are constantly being put down in society because they assume all of them are just like murderous thugs. So both sides are being oppressed at the same time. And it's like not really any one in particular doing it, it's society itself. It's fine. Give them 2 days and those dumbasses will treat it like it never happened. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I forgot my backpack. You guys go on ahead. You're such a nut. See ya. And Lugosi leaves the other 2. I wonder what Haru-san thinks about the news. And then he hears, hey, what's up? Hey, Juno, did you hear the news? It's all over the internet. Hey, stop it. Check it out. The leader of the canine group is clearly a gray wolf. Scary, ain't it? But I'm not like them. Okay, and we have this large bird guy and this raccoon guy looking, it looks like, messing with somebody named Juno. So I guess she's a gray wolf as well? They sure don't look like friends, thinks Lugosi. Judging from their size, they're probably first years. Oh, but everyone thinks you are. You're a gray wolf. Show us what you're made of. I bet you can get lots of herbivores under your finger if you wanted to. Maybe that bird thing is a vulture? It looks kind of like that. And the thing might be a raccoon or it might be a red panda. I think it's a raccoon though. How should I save her? Hey you. Nah, that won't work. Probably shouldn't even interfere since I don't know her to begin with. But I need to do something. I can't think. I'm starting to get cold sweat. Say I love Lugosi. Though he's just always so introspective and he always does the good thing, the right thing. But he's always unsure of himself. Sorry, he says. What? Says the raccoon looking over. I'm her brother. Do you need something? And she's on the ground. You're her brother? Yeah. He's huge, thinks the raccoon. Oh, shoot, she looks nothing like me, he says, looking at her. You're lying, she looks nothing like you. Yeah, that's right. Uh-huh, he thinks. I take after my dad and she takes after my mom. Are you okay, he says, leaning down. Yeah, thank you, Oni-chan. That's great. Phew, they're finally gone. Sorry for lying back there. They still didn't believe me, he thinks. No, you still saved me, so thank you. I'm a gray wolf too, so I couldn't just ignore you. It happens a lot, you know. You get bullied after a bad news report. You're a first year, right? You'll get used to it once you enter your second year. Do we have to get used to this? She says, starting to cry. This is way worse than middle school. This bullying is too horrible. First time seeing a girl cry up close. And of course, he's completely frozen in societal, social anxiety. It's so frustrating. I hate that I have to suffer like this. I think it's very important. that you're frustrated about it, says Lugosi. I got tired of being frustrated after a while, so I just pretend it doesn't bother me. So, the fact that you're willing to feel frustrated makes you very strong. Oh, can you get up? Did I say something really weird just now, he thinks. It sounded kind of pretentious. Well, I've got to go this way. Take care. You're Lugosi-senpai from the stage crew, right? She says. I'm actually a new member of the drama club. My name is Juno. I've always known about you, Lugosi-senpai. And then he's shocked. Really? I'm sorry, I don't really know all the new members too well. Oh, well, I'm in the actor team, so it's normal that you don't know me. Don't worry. So she knew him the entire time. When I joined the club, I heard from Shiida-senpai that there's a gray wolf just like me, a second year named Lugosi. She told me that you were a kind wolf, and I'm glad she turned out to be right. Oh, I don't know, he says, scratching his face. We're the same species, so please talk to me without restraint. There's this gnat in my room. I was just recording a video before this. It is bothering me so much. It keeps flying at my face. I can't tell if it's a gnat or a mosquito. It might be a mosquito, actually. Well, it is strange to talk to an underclassman in polite speak, he thinks. All right. So are you coming to club today? No, only second years are supposed to show up, she says. All right. The second year members, I've said, will go out after school to have a meeting with the planners for the Meteor Festival. Got it? And we have, Louis. Why are only carnivore members going? Says, the flamingo? We herbivores want to go too. Well, flamingos aren't herbivores, so that can't be it. That won't work. Didn't you see the news? Herbivores have to stay on school grounds for all activities until they catch the group that killed that gazelle. Sheesh. Yeah, 'cause flamingos eat shrimp or crabs or something like that, right? That's why their feathers are pink, I think. You should all know how dangerous it is when carnivores lose their sense of reason. There he goes again. How long's he gonna keep that over our heads? Says Bill, whispering under his breath. It's because of the second performance that my recovery has been extended to half a month. Oh, and one more thing. Do not enter the ghetto. Okay. So now we know we already have this weird society that puts pressure on both carnivores and herbivores, like I said, whether herbivores could be attacked or killed at any moment, or carnivores are all judged as killers and thugs. We don't know what the ghetto could be like. The ghetto, they think, and they're all just sitting there in shock. Really? Is there a ghetto in there? No way, really? I heard they sell herbivore and blood meat, says the zebra girl we've seen a bunch before. Huh? What era are you living in? Says Bill. The ghetto's just a red light district that sells porn mags to carnivores. Well, there's plenty of reason for us to be thankful for it, he says. Anyway, I'll get you something to eat, from one striped animal to another. What? Don't touch me, you're gross. Meeting's over. Go back to your dorms, guys. Stop it, your arm's heavy, she says. That's Bill's special skill. And we have a bald eagle second year Alba. Well, I sure can't do that. Yeah, let's get going. It's been a while since I got out of the school. I'm pretty excited. Hey, have you been to the ghetto before? Sounds like you've never been there before, says Alba. Tomorrow. I'll at least show you where it is. You're bound to go there someday when you turn into a full-grown carnivore. The school is up on a hill, so from here, the city looks blurry and opaque. Only when I look closely behind the glass can I see it clearly. The city is illuminated by glimmering lights. It's brilliant enough to make me think that all is right and everything is in balance. And now we're getting our first look at the actual city outside of the school. Okay. Their building designs are cool. They don't look very Japanese. They're very Western looking building designs. And they're not like American looking building designs either. They definitely have European inspiration. Oh, and that's the end of 2021. So yeah, that was a good chapter. We got to see some new characters. We got development for the characters we already had. I like Juno and Alba already. Shiida, we didn't see her, but we got to mention I like Shiida because we got her backstory before. So yeah, I liked all this. And I'm excited to see what outside of the school is going to be like when they go out there. And yeah, I guess that's it. Can't think of anything else to talk about, so let's go into 22. Because a lot of the things I would talk about are just kind of like the way I think things are going or whatever, but we still got 3 more chapters to read, so we're going to find that out immediately. So either way, we have chapter 22 together with Bill's shadow, and we see Lugosi with all of his roommates on the cover. I really like this. So we know the one. Okay, so Durham is the coyote then, because that's not what the hyena dude looks like. I love the picture in the hyena dude's bed. So we've got Jack, Lugosi, Durham, and then the big floofy sheepdog guy, the fennec fox whose name I forget, and the hyena who we've seen a bunch but I don't remember their name. I'll get to remembering names eventually though. And we're starting off with Juno actually. And she's sighing in the mirror. Hello, Juno. Will you make me reconsider my Shira best girl stance? We have Juno sighing, looking at herself in the mirror. I want to fix my curly hair, she thinks. If I only had pretty gray fur like Lugosi-senpai. That way, I could get closer to him. Oh, Juno-chan, says the one anteater dude. Morning, Juno. You getting used to being in the actor team? Says that I forget what kind of bird he is, but he's the other guy in the same team as Lugosi. Oh, good morning. Dom senpai. What? Stage crew leader. Okay, so Dom is the stage crew leader's name. Is Lugosi senpai coming here today? Oh, why do you want to know? He says, looking excited. But because he saved me this one time, so I want to thank him somehow. That guy, did he seriously manage to steal Juno-chan's heart? The cutest rookie in the club? Thinks the anteater. This is really weird too, because this is gonna get into something weird, but we don't really understand how this interspecies stuff works. We know that Haru-chan sleeps around with like guys, just a bunch of guys. So she's probably, we know she's at least slept with a deer, but she slept with a lot of different species. How do children work? Would they be half deer, half rabbit? Would they be like a jackalope? Or would they just be one or other of their species? Or would it just be impossible to have kids? Because they're all humanoid. It's just so weird. And I feel like ordinarily they wouldn't have to go into that kind of explanation, but it kind of A, helps with the world building, and B, they've already gotten into that some of them have sex. So since they've brought up that people from other species have sex with each other and there's no law against it or anything, it kind of feels like they should get into how that actually works and what these laws are and everything. But either way, what happened to our single boys alliance? Oh my, Lugosi, what is going on with you? When did you become such a smooth operator? Thinks Dom. I'm sorry. Right now, Lugosi's out of the school, preparing for the Meteor Festival. Oh, really? Do you need me to tell him anything? No, I'm fine, thank you. I'll help you with these boxes. Oh, why thank you. Hey, she's got a good personality too. I'll get you for this, Lugosi. Thinks the anteater guy. What kind of animal is Lugosi-san? I know he's really nice and a bit mysterious. He's a strange boy, says Dom. Oh boy, my clubmate is about to become a normie. But he's revealing more sides to him, making him very pleasant to be around with. Very pleasant. He's actually quite stubborn, meek, and very loyal. Well, I guess you could say he's not very different from normal high school boys. I see. I can see that. Yeah. Go get him, girl. I know you can do it, thinks Dom. Lugosi, we're gonna have a big talk about this when you get back, thinks the anteater. And see, I actually like Dom because there was the other chapter last read through when he stuck up for Lugosi, and I thought it was really cool of him. Alright. And now we actually see Lugosi. It looks like he's at some sort of station or something. And the alarms go off. What the hell are you doing, Lugosi? You're holding up all the lines. I'm sorry, I just pay the toll. And we see Bill, Alba, and 2 other characters. Oh, there's actually even more. Yeah, Bill, Alba, oh no, and it's just two others. One looks kind of like a panther or something, and one looks like a crocodile, except they're small, so they might be like a, what are they, like a caiman alligator or something like that. Do you ever go outside the school? I don't think so. I buy everything I need online. That's what old geezers do, says Alba. Unbelievable. You don't even go out on the weekends, says the one feline dude. Well, I've never really enjoyed being outside. I can't walk to the station without being conscious about my height. It's always nerve-wracking trying to be mindful of my surroundings, and I like the little elevated walkway for the small creatures up top above them. When I really think about it, man, everything looks so big when you're in the city center. And they're leaving the subway now. Okay, so I like this world building, and we're getting to see the city for the first time. Haven't been outside or in the outside world in an entire year. So Lugosi really is just a shut-in within the school. That's really cool. We see bird people flying around. We see like the monkey girl with the drink on the advertisement up there. Some sort of idol group on one of the screens. It's really cool. A bookstore over on the left. We have the little walkways for the small creatures. It's really cool. The city looks a bit different than it was a year ago. Huh? He says out loud. Hey, if we're already done with the meeting, why'd we go on the wrong bus? What? Did you follow us without even knowing that? We've got the chance to go to the city center, so we have to take it. Huh? There's just no way we'd go right back to school. I'm hungry, says the alligator guy. Yeah, we get to eat something other than cafeteria food. I want french fries. Look at the birds flying. Living the dream, says Alba. Oh yeah, you're supposed to get a flying license once you graduate. I see. Maybe. Adults can live here in peace. And that's actually cool, because where we've seen at the school, there's a bit more tension. There doesn't seem a ton of tension in the city. It just seems like a bunch of people, like a lion in a business suit, this mother and son zebra, this goat, the birds flying around talking on the phone, an elephant holding a bag for a rabbit. It all just seems like it all just seems very peaceful, like they're just living their lives normally, and maybe that's what the school is meant to teach them, how to live with each other normally. And it's interesting that it actually looks in that one panel on the left like the lion is with two small goats. Are they his sons? So is this answering the question, is the lion able to have goat sons if the wife is a goat? I don't know how any of this works. I feel like they do need to explain that at some point. How do you like the outside world now? Says Alba. Oh, well, it's been so long, so I can't say for sure. But I think it's great. You're wagging your tail, he says. And Lugosi's surprised. I need to find pants that can hide my tail, he thinks. So then she goes, your sex is way too one-sided. I just can't get into it. And some other shit, and ran away crying, says Bill. And this was during sex. That's just wrong. Well, maybe she's right. Why don't you try talking to her, says Alba. Nah, you just can't talk to females after something like that happens. Well, sure. But I loved a good strapped ass. Don't want to break up with her. So it's all about stripes with you, huh? Of course. Like when he talked to Lugosi about stripes, or how he gives the zebra preferential treatment because she has stripes. Oh my gosh. So, Lugosi, when are you going to lose your virginity? How do you know that? That's just sick, thinks Lugosi. Hey, I can tell you're a virgin, man. I'm just saying. Isn't there a cute gray wolf that just joined the club recently? Says the feline guy. Still don't know what he is. You mean Juno-san? Oh, you know her? Hey, she's good, says Bill. Not long ago, me and Bill were mauling each other. But right now, but with how he is right now, I can't even imagine him hurting a fly. Maybe. When I graduate and become an adult, I can find life easier for me. So see, again, this makes sense. How there was that drama between him and Bill, and now it's just kind of all in the past, at least for the moment. Oh, that was a long talk. It's already 6 o'clock. Let's go back. I don't want to piss off the dorm mother too much. By the way, I know that us walking here is gonna guarantee a long wait, but how long's it gonna take till we reach the station? Says Bill. We're lost, says Alba. What? It's cool, it's cool. It says we're right here, he says, looking at his phone. You shouldn't use Zoozle maps. It bugs easily. It's probably not that far. Why don't we go ask around? I think that's Lugosi saying that. And so they ask a few people. I love Bill trying to go after the woman tiger. It's great. Hey, doesn't it seem like we're getting further away from... I love how everything's about stripes with them. We're getting further away from the station. Ah, well shit. We're just going everywhere. We're just going where everyone's telling us to go. I bet they're gonna end up in the ghetto, the 5 of them. And we see... I forget what those things are called, but I've seen them before. They look like those things out of Star Wars. But they're like, they live in the Middle East and they have those weird nose things, or at least I think it's the Middle East. It might be China. But they have those weird nose things and they're kind of like related to goats, I think. Or antelopes, maybe. Hey, Lugosi, what's wrong? Sorry, could you do me a favor? Wait, says Alba. Sure. Pick any finger you like. And he has, fingers missing, and the ones that are left have price tags on them. These are just the scraps, but it still tastes the same. It stinks, the sweat of a carnivore, and saliva. Thinks Lugosi. Hey, is this? Says Alba. Your canine teeth are 3 centimeters long. Young and healthy teeth like yours cost a fortune. Hey, Lugosi. We got in here without knowing it. Make it 1 bite, won't you? We're in the ghetto, and now we see zoomed out, or not zoomed out, but we see a panel of what's going on, and we have meat, which is illegal. So okay, they do have illegal stuff, and I guess the cops are too scared of all the carnivores there to bust in and break it up. So there's meat being sold everywhere, and we see like a fox, some sort of turtle, some sort of crocodile, a cheetah. Alright, I'm making a special deal. My left fingers are 20% off. And I love how creepy and eerie and dark that was. So we're seeing that the dangers of the outside world after seeing how peaceful it was in the center of the city. We're seeing how dangerous it is in the ghetto. And chapter 23, Falling Down the Stairs of Adulthood. I like this. Before moving on, that whole virginity talk and everything, it's super like cheesy teen comedy, immature stuff, but I actually think it works really well because a lot of the setting here plays off a lot of the tropes of those cheesy teen comedy things, to the point of almost being a cheesy teen comedy, or teen drama. But I like the way they do things differently. And we see that Juno is now interested in Lugosi, but we know he likes Haru, so who knows how that's going to go. I'm kind of Team Juno, though. Definitely better than Haru. Haru is a great character, but kind of a worst girl, you know? So we have chapter 23, Falling Down the Stairs of Adulthood. Now that we know our names, I want to ask you an important question. What? Says Lugosi. And what the heck, we have him with Haru. So is this some sort of flashback? I think it is. I think it's sweet that we can have eye contact, but I don't want to hurt you I don't want to hurt your back. Don't worry, I'm totally fine. And he's bending over to talk to her. So, what's the question? Lugosi-kun, what do you see me as? Ah, because we cut away from this last time, I think. What? What do I see you as? Sorry, I know it's a weird question and all. Give me your hand. I think I understand now, she says, holding on to his fingers. Now I know we can be great friends. And we have, I love that. See, I say there's so many tropes of a cheesy teen comedy or drama, but then we have really the deep and impactful character stuff, like what we've had with Haru and what we've had with that stuff with Bill on stage. Now I know we can be great friends. And it cuts over to the person holding his hand. Customer? Customer. What are you spacing out for? Move, Lugosi, says Bill, tearing his hand away. Hey, mister, you're selling one finger for 70,000, right? If I pay you 70,000, can I really eat one of your fingers? And Bill's losing it. Hey, of course, you guys want to eat it too, right? We took out money from our cards while we were at the store. We're all going to take one bite each, okay? So we need to split the cost. Let's see, 70,000 divided by 5, that'll be 1,000. And then Lugosi smashes his nose. What the hell, idiot? Don't slap my face. What the hell's wrong with you? Do you even know what you're saying? That's my line. And see, I love this. Again, the panel is juxtaposed with half of Lugosi's face and half of Bill's. That's my line. I don't plan on going along with your ego now that we're in the ghetto. Hey, Lugosi, we didn't finish our fight, did we? Uh-oh, this isn't good, says the feline guy. You kidding me, says Alba, getting confused and kind of pissed. That's right, we haven't. Alright then, I'm going to give you even more scratches on your back. Whatever, I'll never, ever. And then Alba grabs his arm. Hey, Lugosi, wait. Sorry, if we were at school I'd take your side, but we're not, he says, stepping in between them. Alba, look around you. This is the ghetto. And we are carnivores. And we see, again, I love this, the way that everybody is facing one direction except for Lugosi facing the other, showing how different he is from all of them. What? So you guys are gonna eat it? What? Didn't you see the animals walking in the main street? They looked a whole lot happier than the animals at school, and it's peaceful here too. It's all because of this ghetto here, don't you get it? You need to grow up, he says, putting his hand on Lugosi's shoulder. The carnivores that were walking in the streets in peace, the reason they're calm and the reason behind their calm and composed expressions means, or what? Means to you, huh? Says Bill. This is what growing up means to you, he says angrily. Lugosi, says the alligator guy. Yeah, what's the problem? If you don't like it, then you can stay a kid for the rest of your life. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna go this way so I can finally go back. Fine by me. Next time you pick a fight with me, I won't hold back. Hey, Lugosi, says Alba. Just let him go. He's not doing himself any favors, says Bill. Mister, I'll give you my money, so you need to wait for a bit. Yes, sir. I'll be sure to bite it quick enough so you won't feel any pain. You better be grateful. And then Lugosi's running through the streets, and we see everybody staring at him. Hey, mister, you can get refrigerated weasel legs for 2,500 yen per leg. Sorry, I'm in a hurry. And he's just running. Hey, Lugosi-kun, he thinks back as he's running. Yes, what do you see me as? What a weird question. And he sees all the butchers and the meat around him. I'm too shy to say it to your face, but I find you attractive. I can't stop thinking about you. But why? Why is this happening? And he's salivating. I can't stop drooling. And he's just staring at a wall. Good. Or not good. I can't stand. I'm filled with ugly desires. I can't let go of them. I don't have any right to blame Bill. Not when my desire for her is... And then he gets poked with a stick. Oh, sad wolf. Be thankful that I found you lying down in the back alley. And we have some sort of panda with a spear of bamboo. No one can see us from here. What the hell is this guy? So for him to be back here, I guess the bamboo spear and stuff is to protect himself from the carnivores, because he looks like a tough son of a bitch. Again, very quickly made it through that chapter, but holy damn, I loved it, showing how different Lugosi is from the darkness of this world, and how the world can be better if people are more like Lugosi. But the thing is, even Lugosi, as kind and as good as he is, still has those same impulses because he's a carnivore that the rest of them have. So it's kind of cool. We'll see if they'll be able to overcome that or not. But I guess I'll move on to chapter 24 for now. Alright. And then after that, we'll be done with this bi-week's read through. And I'll talk about what I'm thinking for the future. And Then I'll see you in 2 weeks. But let's read chapter 24 for now. We're not there yet. Visualized reality. He still has his scratch marks from Bill. Maybe he's really conscious about it. And we see Lugosi on the cover looking in the mirror at the scratch marks on his back. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm regaining consciousness. Well, this isn't normal. And he's tied to a post, handcuffed and muzzled. Alright. My body hurts. Was I asleep? And we have this panda guy. So maybe the panda guy is one of the people that murders people and sells their body parts or whatever. And, or maybe he's saving him, because he seemed like he was like, you're lucky nobody saw us in this alley and stuff. But, it's weird. So, maybe he isn't one of the bad people. Maybe he's saving him from them. But either way, we'll see if Lugosi has to escape or be rescued. My body hurts. Was I asleep? Where am I? I don't even know how I got here. These chains are heavy. I feel nauseous. Is he gonna kill me? Hey there, how you feeling? Well, horrible, I'm guessing. Damn it, move. Move, body. Sorry, but the only way to restrict a canine's movement is by placing a muzzle over their snouts. Judging from the scratches on your back, you must be a rather violent wolf, so I need to do some checking. Don't move, don't move. I'm just checking for your heart rate. And then he listens to him with a, I'm not even gonna try to say the wrong thing. Wow, you must have nerves of steel. Even now, your heart rate is completely normal. I'll take off your muzzle, so you better be good. And then he takes it off. I didn't do anything. What is this place? And then the panda punches him in the face. Let me first tell you that you cannot bare your fangs at me. I'm the watchman of the ghetto. Carnivores that suffer a panic attack and pass out in the ghetto are almost 100% likely to be preying on herbivores. Okay? And I can't let a potential criminal out on the streets. If you want to go back where you came from, then do as I say. Got it? I feel like I don't even have a choice. What intense pressure. I need a sip of water. I thought just having meat and eating meat was a crime, though. But whatever. It makes sense, though, that he doesn't want him to go out, or anybody to go out and attack herbivores outside of the ghetto. I'm going to ask you 3 questions. What is this panda? What does he want? Does he know me? What's your name? And then he's shining a light on him with a camera. I'm just saying, but you don't have the right to remain silent. Lugosi. Lugosi, when was the first time you ate an herbivore? I have never eaten one, he says. So, you tried to eat one and stopped at the last second. In other words, you've maintained your masquerade. But I plan on telling her the truth one day. Her? So, you tried to eat this girl and got intimate with her soon after. Wow. Well, that's interesting. What do you feel when you communicate with her? Do you talk to her while imagining how she'd taste? Do you spend every day plotting to eat her at the right time? I hate this. I bet you do. But if you take away your skin, you're no different from any other carnivore. They're a slave to their feral instincts. That's why the ghetto exists. And we see the shot of this cheetah family in the ghetto. Okay. I'll show you something good. Follow me, he says, unchaining his neck. The meat in the ghetto comes from hospitals and funeral homes, in secret. Though it ain't legal, it's better to get meat from those places than killing for meat. This is what happens to those who kill for meat. Now look closely. And the panda has pictures of these carnivores with scratch marks and injuries all over them up on the wall. These are the carnivores who gave in to their feral instincts. We've got someone who ate his arm off because he couldn't get the flavor of an herbivore out of his mouth. Someone who lost his fur from stress, and someone who inflicted injuries on himself due to self-hatred. Chances of rehabilitation are slim to none. Also, there are sometimes cases when a carnivore, loved an herbivore so much that he ended up eating her alive. What do you think? You're still young, but this world is filled with problems that you can't afford to ignore, especially since you're slowly becoming one of them. Who are you? And then he looks back. You probably won't believe me. I stick photos of my patients on the wall to remind myself that I need to continue my work, so I shouldn't have to add any more photos to my collection. I'm the psychotherapist of the ghetto. Simply put, I'm a respectable doctor. Whether I'm your enemy or your ally is up to you to decide. Okay, that's a really good place to end. I really wish I could see more. I really like this character. So basically, if the carnivores aren't eating meat or whatever, they end up going crazy and either harm themselves or harm other people. And so what this guy does is he rehabilitates them, and sadly that means they have to eat meat, but at least they take it from hospitals and funeral homes and stuff, though it is pretty sketchy still. So that's actually really cool, because we didn't really think of Lugosi getting that way eventually, even though he's on that path. But it makes you think, if he ever realized that Haru didn't really like him that way, would he go crazy? Would it drive him insane over time? So we're kind of getting to see a darker side of things, and I liked that these 4 chapters went really, really dark. And I actually like seeing the city and seeing the ghetto. I think it added a ton more to the series as a whole. But another thing that can't be forgotten is, unless they came back and they're covering for Lugosi pretending he came back, it looks like it's already nighttime maybe. So if he doesn't get back in time or something, they're going to have to just they're going to have to cover for him, or the school's he's going to get in trouble with the school maybe, or something, who knows. But I'm interested to see the arc that his character will take with this doctor, and how the doctor will try to rehabilitate him so he doesn't ever attack an herbivore. And also, this might get us more into, or it might give us more insight into who the gang is that's out there that attacked that girl at the beginning of chapter 21, or who Tem's killer is, because it would be a really cool character arc if after some time Lugosi could find and take down whoever Tem's killer was. Maybe not physically, but get them caught or something. That would be a cool way to bring things all the way back around to the beginning. But yeah, either way, that's it, I guess. Or we could have the dark reveal that maybe Lugosi is Tem's killer, but he doesn't even remember it, which would be so sad. So yeah, I enjoyed these 4 chapters, and I hope you enjoyed them as well. If you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of these 4 chapters, what you thought of my thoughts on them. Subscribe for more Beastars and other things we're doing read-throughs of. Beastars is every other Wednesday, but I'm a day late, of course. I'm always late. Then I guess follow on Twitter if you want as well. I can try to keep you updated there on stuff for the channel, or if you want a link to our Discord server, just ask. I can give you a link to that. That's it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.